Good morning. Good morning. Somebody's mic is on. Please switch it off. Today, I believe you people will face some anti-glare or auto-focusing. Whenever I'm standing here, the board will become a bit bright. I move, the board will become a bit light. I don't know how to get this adjustment done because I have changed the cell phone. The previous phone display was going bad, and I had to change this to no. And this has got some auto-focusing options if I'm right. I tried to change the options which actually did not work. So I'll have to see how to change the options. For today, you'll have to bear. Sometimes the light will become a bit bright. The glare will be slightly heavy. So for today, you'll have to bear with this.
Sir, it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you will continue with circular, right?
Now listen. Major test paper card, did they send you the solutions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You people see the solutions. I have seen the solutions. Every solution is given in detail. If you people even have a look at your doubts, they'll by default be cleared. That solutions are in that detail. Yet, go through the solution. If you have a problem with any one of the solution, keep me informed. Last half an hour, I'll take doubts for you people in which those doubts will be cleared. Right?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Ishan says, long press on the screen, autofocus will get adjusted. Long press on the screen. Ishan, nothing is getting adjusted.
So which phone it is? Sir?
Nord, Nord.
अच्छा.
नहीं हो रहा है यार. Write these options. Auto focusing is the strange thing. Right? These people have enhanced the Chimera options. So that is the reason why we are facing this. The enhanced Chimera options will give us. Let's see. Hope for the best. Now, what was the last thing that we dealt with? We dealt
So the
with
death well.
Well,
So precisely what all have we dealt with means.
So we did with death well and banking of roads.
Okay. No. We understood few very important things here. Our points were for a particle to go in a circular track, we need a force called centripetal force. 1 second, 1 second. Now, for a particle to go about in a circular track, we need something called a centripetal force. We understood that in quite a few problems, friction provides the required centripetal force when a vehicle is taking a turn. And then we dealt with banking of the road. On banked road, along with friction, there is one more force coming to the rescue of friction, that is normal force. Component of the normal force along with friction will provide the required centripetal force. Right? Third aspect we dealt with was, did we deal with the hemispherical bowl rotating with an angular velocity omega?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
That was nothing but the extrapolation of banking of roads.
Banking of roads.
Friction upwards, downwards will give me omega maximum and omega minimum. Did we deal with conical pendulum?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Till now, if you people observe, your vehicle was moving with uniform speed, maybe linear speed, maybe angular speed. You found out V maximum and V minimum, but that was uniform speed. Till now, you avoided tangential acceleration. What if you take tangential acceleration? What if you take tangential acceleration into consideration? This is a mass m placed at a distance of x, and this is rotating with a uniform angular velocity omega. This is rotating with uniform angular velocity omega. Right? If it is uniform angular velocity, who provides the required centripetal force?
Friction.
M omega square x. So mu mg provides m omega square x. Omega will be root over of mu g by x. This is the maximum speed with which I can take a turn so that the mass doesn't slip. But what if you change this problem slightly? You tell me small m is placed here and this will rotate. Omega naught is 0, but it has got alpha radians per second square angular acceleration. Omega naught is 0, but alpha radians per second square angular acceleration. That means omega is increasing. Find the value of omega at which. Find omega at which. Find omega at which small m starts slipping. Find omega at which small m starts slipping. Now consider this. Here not only do you have tangential, radial acceleration, but also tangential acceleration, because speed is not constant anymore. If I see the top view, you have centripetal acceleration this way, tangential acceleration this way. And who will provide tangential acceleration? Do you have any option? Other than friction, you don't have anything. So friction should not only produce the centripetal, but also tangential acceleration. This point, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
can you explain
sir.
again?
Sir, can you repeat it once again?
Right? Have a look at this. This mass is going about in a circular track. Now this is tangential acceleration, this is centripetal acceleration. Do you have tangential acceleration? Yes, omega is increasing, right? D omega by dt into x is tangential acceleration. Omega is increasing, or x alpha is tangential acceleration. You can write this as r alpha. X is positive, alpha is positive, there is tangential acceleration. Who is providing the required tangential acceleration? Friction. Other than friction, you have no other option. So now friction provides the required not only centripetal force but also tangential force. Then how do you solve that? Friction will be mu mg. This is the maximum value of friction. This will provide m into root over of AC square plus AT square. M into root over of AC square plus AT square. Right? Mu square G square is centripetal acceleration omega square x whole square plus x alpha whole square. Can I find out omega? Can I find out omega? How much time did it take to reach this omega? You will use omega is omega naught plus alpha. How much time did it take to reach this omega? You will use omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha. So friction in these circumstances, it's horizontal. So other than friction, you have no other option. It's horizontal going in a circular track like this. So friction not only provides the centripetal but also the tangential force. So friction provides both centripetal and tangential accelerations. Is this clear?
Sir, if mu
Yes,
mg
sir.
is lesser than r x alpha, then sorry,
Finding out the omega at which it will start slipping.
yes, sir.
Till friction is able to provide your increasing omega. The
Yes,
moment mu mg is not able to provide this, the body will start slipping.
yes, sir.
Sir, what will be the direction of friction in this case?
In the direction of this acceleration. Friction
Okay.
provides this acceleration. Resultant will come in this particular direction. Whatever is the direction, root over of tan theta will be AC by AT.
सर आपने उन दोनों को स्क्वायर क्यों किया?
Root over of, how do you take the resultant of two vectors? Root over of x square plus y square. Two perpendicular vectors का resultant, root over of x square plus y square.
अच्छा, no sir, the bottommost equation I mean.
I squared both sides, means this became a square, the square root is gone. But AC square to hai, AT square to hai. The square root goes because I am squaring both sides.
All right, got it. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Body starts from rest. I have written in the start omega naught is 0. So body starts from rest.
So this will be the maximum omega for friction to provide the force.
Beyond this omega, the body will start slipping.
Okay.
so why did acceleration tangential came equal to x alpha?
We derived this in the first lecture of circular motion. You'll have to turn the pages of your notes.
Okay, okay. Sir,
हाँ बोलो.
so in the first case, the path is moving with uniform velocity, and second case, it is not moving with uniform velocity, no?
Right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Uniform angular velocity. You
हाँ.
are asking me what is the maximum angular velocity that I can give so that it will not slip. But
Yes.
here it started from rest and it is accelerating.
Okay, okay, sir.
Can I rub the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 minute, sir, 1 minute.
Done, sir.
Now, coming to the second aspect of circular motion. In circular motion, we understood the dynamics that we need some force to provide the required centripetal force. It may be gravitation, it may be few problems based on calculus I have to deal with. I'll come to that after this. Listen, I dealt with projectile motion ka radius at the topmost point.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, I dealt with why a vehicle takes off when it is going this way. Why will it move?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, generally circular motion and work energy theorem go hand in hand. When we are dealing with one, we'll have to use the other. So we are half done with circular motion. Now we need something called work energy theorem to complete this. Right? So there will be a small temporary halt here. That's why we also give circular motion and work power energy in one booklet. Some authors deal with work power energy before we start with circular motion. So it is a hybrid system. Anyway, we can deal with it. We are comfortable having introduced this. We will now introduce work energy theorem and then we will come back to circular motion and complete circular motion. Is that clear? Don't be under the impression that circular motion is over. There is a lot to be done. But today you will have homework in circular motion. Right?
तो आप नया चैप्टर पर आ रहे हो?
No. Circular motion and work power energy are the same. Work energy theorem I am introducing in between circular motion.
सर मतलब वर्क पावर एनर्जी अलग से होगा.
आपको किस चैप्टर की क्यों चिंता है? जो पढ़ा रहा हूँ वो सीख लो. This is the sequence we go. Right? We introduce work and we will complete circular motion. First of all, how did you define work? Force dot displacement. The tricky catch in this is displacement is the displacement of point at which force is applied. Point at which force is applied. Displacement is not displacement of center of mass of the body. Displacement need not be the displacement of center of mass of the body. Displacement is the displacement of the point at which the force is applied. इतना emphasize क्यों कर रहे हो यार? There will be a huge difference in the interpretations. Observe carefully. First of all, work done is Fs cos theta. So work is a scalar quantity measured in joules, right? Joules will be Newton meter. 1 Newton meter will be 1 joule. SI units. If theta is 90 degree, work done will be F dot S. Dot product of two perpendicular vectors is 0. If theta is 0, this will be F dot S. This will be F into S into cos 0. Theta is 180 degree. Work done will be F dot S, which will turn out to be negative. Which will turn out to be negative minus Fs. Right? Work done will be F dot S minus Fs because of cos 180. Now the tricky catch here, what did you tell me? Displacement is the displacement of the point at which force is applied. Displacement of the point at which force is applied. Right? Displacement of the point at which the force is applied. When you are walking, what makes you walk? Friction. Without friction, you cannot walk. But work done by friction is 0. Why is work done by friction 0? Because when your feet are in contact with the ground, there is no displacement of your feet. I may move forward or backward. Feet are in contact with the ground. Displacement of the point at which the force is applied. Friction is acting on your center of mass or on your feet.
Feet.
On your feet.
And displacement of the feet, you are not doing moonwalk this way. You will pick up your leg. Till when it is in contact with the ground, there is friction, but there is no displacement of the point. The moment you pick up your feet, there is displacement, but no friction. So are you trying to tell me without friction you cannot walk, but work done by friction will be 0? Yes. When you walk, internal energy does work. Hence, walking is a good exercise. When you walk on a treadmill, it will show you number of calories burned. It will not show you work done by friction. So when you are walking, who is doing work? Internal energy. Who is doing work? Internal energy. Calories are being burned. If friction does work, why will walking be an exercise for us? If friction does work, why will walking be an exercise for us? It will not be an exercise for us. It will be work done by friction. Somebody's mic is on. Please switch it off. Ayush. Right? Now, why is friction doing 0 work? Your feet are in contact with the ground. Friction is acting on your feet. There is no displacement for your feet. When your feet are picked up, there is displacement for your feet, but there is no friction acting there. Hence, work done by friction will be 0. The tricky part with friction is here. Without friction, you cannot walk, but work done by friction is 0. Friction helps you change your momentum, but not work done. Work is done by the internal energy. Ironically, suppose I am standing here and I start doing sit-ups. When I am doing sit-ups, I get very tired. Why? Internal energy is doing work. Normal force with the ground is the force because of which you are moving. but that's not doing work. Why? Your feet are in contact with the ground. Normal force is acting on your feet. Displacement of your feet is 0. So work done by normal force is 0. I'm standing here and I start doing sit-ups. I'll be very tired when I do sit-ups. Why? Internal energy is being used up. Work done by normal force is 0. Because displacement is there for center of mass. But normal force is not acting on center of mass. It is acting on your feet. What is the displacement of your feet? 0. So work done is force dot displacement. Displacement must be the displacement of the point at which force is applied. Another example, when you're climbing steps, you get tired, right? When you're climbing steps, what helps you climb a step? You're pushing the step and going up. Normal force between your feet in the ground is the root cause for you to go ahead. If normal force between the feet in the ground is the root cause for you to go ahead, is that normal force doing work? No. When your feet are pressing the step, there is no displacement for your feet. When you pick up your feet, there is no normal force to calculate the work done. When there is displacement for your feet, there is no normal force. When there is normal force, there is no displacement of the feet. So when you're climbing steps, you mean to say without normal force, I cannot climb. You're right. But work done by the normal force is 0. Is the logic clear? All of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Displacement should be the displacement of the point at which the force is applied. That is the most important point in work energy theorem. Make a note of this.
Sir,
Hmm.
but it is not possible that due to the force we applied, there was displacement. So we can say that displacement had to happen later.
Relax. You will by default know that.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can there ever be any case that in which your internal force that you apply is 0 and your external force you apply is a value?
Internal force is 0.
Internal force applied by me is 0 and the external force has a value.
Okay. You can.
Then in that case, what will the displacement be?
Displacement of that point. You take a mass and apply force. There is an external force on it. There is no internal force.
तो वहाँ पे friction can't be 0, right?
Friction may be 0, may not be 0. दिक्कत क्या है? If this is the force, this is friction. There is work done by force as well as friction.
All right, sir. Got it.
I have written the statement here. Displacement is the displacement of the point at which force is applied.
Sir, what happens when a person jumps?
He will bend his knees and he will jump. So till when he is pushing the ground, his feet are in contact with the ground.
So
So
there
there
are
is no
also
displacement of your feet. Jumping is a subset of sit-ups. Jumping is a subset of sit-ups.
okay, sir.
Whenever your feet slip, friction is doing work. Whenever your feet slip, friction is doing work. And if a particle is stationary, work done will be 0.
Sir,
Switch
Sir,
off
if
the
a
mic. By default, all your doubts will be cleared. एक बार सोचो. Everything is being addressed. Everything will be addressed. Switch off the mic for some.
Sir, you're having a low bandwidth.
No, sir, it's perfect.
No, sir, it's perfect.
No, sir, perfect.
Sir, it's fine.
Now note. Write a note. Work is frame dependent. Work is frame dependent. Why are you insisting on frame dependent? It's very essential. You and I are sitting in a train in front of each other. You are at rest with respect to me. You are at rest with respect to me. Yes or no? So according to me,
Yes,
work
sir.
done by friction on you is zero.
Yes.
You and I are sitting in a train. You are at rest with respect to me. According to me, work done by friction on you is zero. But somebody standing on the ground is seeing the train accelerating. So he will see you also accelerating along with the train. So he will report work done by friction.
Yes, sir.
Friction is frame dependent. In capital letters, make a note of it. Work is frame dependent. Work is frame dependent. Work is frame dependent.
Sir, I have a doubt. Hello, sir. So, when a car moves on the road, work done by friction is zero or not?
Which are the mic? वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. You will take time to understand that. That is not a sliding condition. That's a rolling condition. Rolling will come in rotational dynamics. Have patience. When car skids, there is work
Sorry,
done by
sir.
friction. When car is moving, there is no work done by friction. Will I be able to explain it now? No. Till rotational dynamics, keep it pending. Now, listen. Work is frame dependent. That means from different frames, you may report different work done. I am standing this way on the ground. Work done by normal force is
mg.
zero.
Zero.
Zero. There is no displacement. I am standing this way. Where is the displacement? Zero. Work done by normal force is
Zero.
zero. Suppose I am standing inside an elevator. I am standing the same way. Somebody is standing on the ground. Will they see displacement of mine?
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Displacement for my feet?
Yes,
So
sir.
they will report positive work done by normal force. Now you see how work is frame dependent.
Yes, sir.
Is
Sir.
dependent, right? It's a tricky part. These are all conceptual, small, intricate details. Now listen to the work energy theorem. Work done will be force dot displacement. Displacement, I will put it as ds. Work force is mass into acceleration, dv by dt dot ds. Right? Mass into acceleration, acceleration you put it as dv by dt. Mass into dv by ds into ds by dt into ds. What did I do? This I used the chain rule. I wrote dv by dt as dv by ds into ds by dt. These both will go. mv dv is work done. Integral dw mv dv initial initial velocity, final velocity. M v square minus u square by 2, half m v square minus half m u square. So work energy theorem tells you that net total work done should always be equal to the change in kinetic energy. Net work done will be equal to change in kinetic energy is your work energy theorem. Net total work done will be equal to the change in kinetic energy. Because work is frame dependent, kinetic energy is also frame dependent, and that is quite obvious. You are sitting in a train in front of me. I will report zero kinetic energy for you. Somebody standing on the platform will report positive kinetic energy for you. Right? So because work is frame dependent, kinetic energy is also frame dependent.
So,
Hmm.
so when a baby is crawling, the friction does work, right? On the knee.
Baby is not skidding, crawling. When they're crawling, they pick up their hand and keep it ahead. They pick up
But
their knee and they keep it ahead. If they skid, then friction does.
Sir, on a conveyor belt, work is done by friction, right?
Perfect.
Sir, what is science behind moonwalk?
Leg is slipping or is it at rest? Feet. Is your feet slipping or not in moonwalk?
Slipping.
Yes, sir.
Slipping.
Slipping.
Whenever the point of contact is moving, there will be, and there is force acting, then work done by friction will exist.
Sir,
Huh.
when we have taken f dot ds, then why won't we write as f ds cos theta, sir?
FDS cos theta is right. You have dealt with the derivation for cos 0. Maximum there will be a change in the negative sign. When you put the change in negative sign, it will become initial minus final. Work done is either positive or negative.
Okay, sir. So this is the case when both the force and displacement are in the same
In the
direction.
same direction.
Okay, sir.
So, hello.
Sir, in the dv by dt, will there be an arrow on v, like to show it as a vector?
Hi, Farooq.
So for work done, why did we take DW, sir?
What did we take here?
DS.
Differential element. So here also it will be differential element.
Okay, okay.
क्या हो रहा है इधर क्या हो रहा है
Who is this?
So it was a spammer.
Sir, a spammer.
He left or is yet
Oh,
there?
अंग्रेज
Sir, he left.
No, he's yet there. Came with some. What was his name?
Go, sir.
Aditi.
Aditi Goel.
Aditi.
No, there is another student also with this name Aditi Goel. No, we don't know whom to remove.
So
Oh,
the
there is a
spammer took
Anshul
one of the
Goel.
names of the student.
Oh, one without the roll number.
Yes.
One without the roll number.
Goel is the spammer. GOEL.
No, can I have the board?
So I had a doubt.
Ah,
Sir, if I am at rest and another person is moving in a train, according to him, will there be work done on my body
If you are at rest and another person is moving,
in a train? Yeah.
yeah, according to him, work is done.
Work is done by which
So-
the pseudo force applied on me, or
Both forces. If there is friction, friction as well. If the guy is accelerating, then work done by pseudo force as well.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, kinetic energy, if the final velocity and initial velocity are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, then the kinetic energy
This
will be equal.
nobleman should be given the Nobel Prize for this year. What's his name?
Jai.
Kinetic energy is a scalar quantity.
Yes, sir.
Opposite direction does not make sense.
No, the velocity is in opposite directions.
उसको स्क्वायर करने के बाद वेलोसिटी गया तेल लाने.
Okay, sir.
Now listen. Work done according to you is change in kinetic energy. This is your work energy theorem which you want to use in circular motion. क्या बोल रहे हो यार, potential energy कहाँ गया? सिर्फ kinetic energy लोगे? In schools we were even taught about potential energy. So tell us, where is the potential energy? Have a look at this. Work done will be categorized into three forces. Work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is change in kinetic energy. Work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is change in kinetic energy. What do you mean by work done by conservative? By conservative forces. Conservative forces. Work done by non-conservative
Hello, sir.
forces. And this will be external forces. Right? This is work done by conservative forces, work done by non-conservative forces, work done by external forces. What's it? Somebody is calling.
Sir, it was a spammer.
Spammer.
Spammer, sir.
Ajay one.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now listen. What do you mean by conservative forces? Forces for which work is dependent on only the initial and final positions, independent of the path followed. Forces for which work is independent of path followed and depends only on initial and final positions. Initial and final positions. Can you give an example? Gravity is one example. Have a look at this. Marker is here. After some time it comes here. It comes here. It comes here. What path I brought it about does not make any difference. Work done will depend only on the initial and final positions. Work done will depend only on initial and final positions. Hence, gravity is a conservative field. Example, gravity. There are other examples which you will learn during the course of time. But first of all, example of a conservative force, gravity. This marker I bring from here till here. I bring it straight. I bring it this way. I bring it this way. However I bring it, work done will be mgh. It will depend only on the initial and final positions. If it depends only on the initial and final positions, it is a conservative force. Hence, forces for which work is independent of path followed and depends only on the initial and final positions is called a conservative force or a conservative work done. Non-conservative, can you give me examples? Friction. Work is dependent on the path followed. Work is dependent on the path followed. Everything other than that are external forces. So we broadly categorize work done by forces into 3 slots. One, conservative, the other, non-conservative, and third, the external force. Take it down till here. Normal force will be an external force. It doesn't go into the category of conservative and non-conservative.
Sir,
Hello?
as you told that this conservative work done by conservative force depends upon initial and final position. So initial and final position, the object will be at rest. So how can, as you showed the example of gravity?
Let it be. What is your problem if it is at rest?
Sir, I just want to ask that, could you please explain the non-conservative force again? Because I got disconnected for some time.
Friction. Non-conservative force is friction, where work is dependent on the path followed. It will depend on which path we are moving. Longer the path, longer will be the work done by friction. Shorter the path, shorter will be the work done by friction.
Sir, magar gravity maybe there is a direction, right?
Gravity, work done will depend only on the initial and final position.
I'm still not able to get the difference.
Like, what is the doubt?
As you said before, for non-conservative forces, that work is dependent on the path followed.
Right.
Like longer the distance,
Greater will be
greater.
the work done.
Yeah, but for gravity there is a distance as well, right? Final and initial position.
Yeah, so work is dependent only on the final and initial position. Path does not matter. I take a longer path, I take a shorter path, I take a straight path, work done will be mgh.
All right, so this remains the same at all the cases, right?
What do you mean all the cases?
Yes, sir.
The gravity, mgh.
Huh.
All right, got it, sir. Thank you.
The gravity is not an external force.
No, it comes into the conservative family.
Sir,
Work done by friction can be positive, can be negative, can be zero. I'll come for all the cases once I come back to this chapter after completing circular motion.
Sir, I didn't get the non-conservative part. Like friction is dependent on the path followed, but like the displacement is also like dependent on only initial and final position, na? So
Why will you take displacement as the, if there is a path going this way, तो friction is frictional force इस direction में लोगे और displacement ही लोगे नहीं, you will take this displacement, this displacement, this displacement over short time intervals and you will integrate.
अच्छा, oh, got it.
Sir, if there is a block sliding on a rough inclined plane, will we say that the work done by friction there is zero?
Block is sliding, so why will work done be zero?
Sir, work done by friction. Because mg sin theta is doing the is
Friction
acting
is
the
also doing
displacement.
work. Switch off the lights. Now listen, I'll take one example.
1 minute, wait, sir.
Now listen. Who is that?
Spammer, sir.
Okay, have a look. This particle is being pulled by an external force in the vertically upward direction with uniform velocity. The marker is moving with uniform speed. Marker is moving with uniform speed. Do you get that right?
Yes, sir.
So now, how much force should I apply for this to move with uniform speed? The force that you should apply should be equal to mg. If these both are equal, it will be moving with uniform speed. Now, net total work done is equal to change in kinetic energy is your work energy theorem. What is the change in kinetic energy in this case? It will be zero. This could be the change in kinetic energy, which is zero. That means net total work done should be zero. Work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is equal to change in kinetic energy. Now change in kinetic energy you are telling me is zero. So net work done is zero. Gravity does work. Mg is in the downward direction, displacement is in the upward direction. Have a look at it. Mg is in this direction, displacement is in upward direction. 180 degree, the particle is moving upwards. Gravity is acting downwards, displacement is upwards. This will be minus mgh. Why minus? Mgh cos 180. Gravity is downwards, displacement is upwards, so it is minus mgh. Right? Work done by non-conservative in this case is zero. We are not taking air friction into consideration. Then work done by external, F external into displacement is h. How much was it? F external was upwards. F external was upwards. Displacement is also upwards. Angle between them is cos 0. Here it was cos 180. So it becomes, I again rewrite work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is change in kinetic energy is 0. This is minus mgh. This is 0. This is plus mgh. F external is mg. Plus mgh minus mgh is giving you 0 work. Hence work energy theorem. If you ask me what is work done by gravity, it is minus mgh. If you ask me what is work done by the external force, it is plus mgh. Ask me the net total work done, it will be 0. There can be multiple forces acting on a body, and these multiple forces will give net total work done. So when the body is moving with uniform speed, don't conclude work done by gravity is 0. Net work done is 0. Gravity does minus mgh work. External force does plus mgh work. अभी पहले विदाउट एयर रेजिस्टेंस सीख लो. बाद में we will think of air resistance.
Sir,
हाँ.
sir, I had a doubt, sir. Am I wrong, sir? Because the gravity is in downward direction, that's why we took 180-degree, and that's why we are and displacement is upwards. That's why we took a minus.
Naturally. The angle between force and displacement is 180 degree.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
सर अगर उन दोनों के बीच 180 है तो why should gravity be negative? Why shouldn't the external force be negative instead?
I didn't get you.
As you have put mg in the downward direction and h between h and mg there's an angle of 180 degrees. So once we resolve that, it's going to be h cos theta. So cos 180 is negative. So why shouldn't the external force be minus mgh?
Deflection and displacement are in the same direction, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the angle between them?
0. Okay, got it. So
यार.
didn't see that.
अब आपको हर चीज का कुछ पूछना है, बस ऐसा ही.
नहीं सर, गलती से देखा नहीं था.
डायरेक्शंस नहीं देखोगे यार कुछ भी. If you people have observed in the previous case, work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is change in kinetic energy. This work done by conservative is defined as negative of potential energy. Look at the previous example. What did you get? Work done by conservative as minus mgh. Put a negative sign before it. Will you get the potential energy? Yes or no? Put a negative sign in front of it. Will you get the potential energy? So whatever is the work done by conservative force will be stored in the form of potential energy with a negative sign. This is by definition. So work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is delta Ke plus delta Pe minus delta U. I brought it to the right. It will become plus delta U. Work done by non-conservative plus work done by external delta TME. What does that mean? Total mechanical energy will be kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic plus potential will be called total mechanical energy. Delta TME is delta KE plus delta PE. Total mechanical energy is kinetic plus potential. If these both do zero work, total mechanical energy is conserved. If these both do zero work, total mechanical energy is conserved. Total mechanical energy conserved implies kinetic energy plus potential energy initial is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy final. Let me show you how it works. Take it down till here. By definition, work done by conservative will be negative of potential energy. By definition, work done by conservative forces will be negative of potential energy. When you take it to the right, it becomes delta PA. So work done by non-conservative and external forces is delta TME, total mechanical energy. Now listen, what did you tell me right now? Work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is delta TME. If this is 0 and this is 0, if work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is 0, implies delta TME will be 0, implies total mechanical energy initial is total mechanical energy final. This you write as kinetic energy plus potential energy initial is equal to kinetic energy final plus potential energy final. Work done by non-conservative and external forces, if it is 0, delta TME will be 0. That means change in total mechanical energy will be 0. That means total mechanical energy initial is equal to total mechanical energy final. That means kinetic energy initial plus potential energy initial is kinetic energy final plus potential energy final. Right? Now, can you give an example for this? A body is falling from this height. A body is falling from this height. Work done by non-conservative is 0. Work done by external is 0. A body is falling from this height. Non-conservative, you are not taking air friction into consideration. External forces don't exist. There is only gravity acting on it. Right? if there is only gravity acting on it, if there is only gravity acting on it, right? That means total mechanical energy can be conserved because these both are zero. That's why you used to take in your schools, you used to do this as what is the kinetic energy initial plus potential energy initial should be kinetic energy final plus potential energy final. Kinetic energy initial was 0. Potential energy initial was mgh. Kinetic energy final is half mv square. Potential energy final is 0. This is what you used to do in your schools. Loss in potential energy is gain in kinetic energy. Observe this. Potential energy initial minus potential energy final. Bring this to the left. It will be loss in potential energy. Kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial is gain in kinetic energy. So you were told to do this without actually confirming that these both should be zero. Work done by non-conservative and external forces should be zero. Only then total mechanical energy is conserved. Only then the equation loss in potential energy will be equal to gain in kinetic energy. Right? Total mechanical energy is conserved only when work done by non-conservative and external forces both will be zero. Quick. Yeah, this is the law of conservation of mechanical energy. This is the law of conservation of mechanical energy. All of you write a note. N-O-T-E, note. Work done against a conservative field or force. Work done against a conservative field or force will be stored in the system as potential energy. Work done against a conservative field or force will be stored in the system as potential energy. Work done against a conservative field or force will be stored in the system as potential energy. Field or force, temporarily remember both. There is something called field which we will define later. field or force. Anyone will do. Now, having defined work, all that we have done is defined work in total mechanical energy. Work is force dot displacement. Net work done is change in kinetic energy. These 4 points you will have to remember. Work is force dot displacement. Net work done will be equal to change in kinetic energy. Right? Third point, displacement is the displacement of the point at which the force is applied. Displacement is the displacement of the point at which the force is applied. Last point, work done by conservative forces with a negative sign in front of it will be the potential energy stored in the system. Total mechanical energy is kinetic plus potential. These are what we have studied about work. We go back to circular motion to complete the chapter. It's a long way through. Right? First of all, let us take one example of, this is where you started your circular motion. If you remember, a simple pendulum, when you take it to one extreme and you release it, it starts going. What was the necessity for you to introduce work energy theorem in between the chapter circular motion? Reason is like this. Always work done by centripetal force will be zero. They are perpendicular. More element. Always work done by centripetal force. Displacement is in this direction. Work done is force dot displacement. Centripetal force dot displacement. Centripetal force displacement into cos 90 will be 0. Displacement is ds. Circular motion may look at the irony in life. Did you people read the book The Secret? No. Did I tell you people to read this? All of you buy these 2 books and read. One, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. After reading that, please read one more book. He swam with sharks for an ice cream by Dhaval Bhatia. Dhaval Bhatia stays in Kandivali. Right? First read this, then read this without fail. Within a week, you will have to tell me if you have read or not. I'll ask you questions. Don't try to cheat on me. Now listen, look at the irony. To walk, you need friction, but friction doesn't do work. To walk, you need friction, but friction doesn't do work. To do sit-ups, you need normal force, but normal force doesn't do work. For a particle to go in a circular track, you need centripetal force, but centripetal force does not do any work. For a particle to go in a circular track, you need centripetal force, but centripetal force does not do any work. That is why Because of centripetal force, there will be no change in kinetic energy. Speed will be constant. Only if there is tangential force, speed will increase. Kinetic energy remains constant if only centripetal force is acting on it. I'll dictate those points, take it down, and make it a point to read both these books. This will change your life. Trust me, read it. The Secret, there are 4 volumes. There is a second volume written as to why this book is so successful. 4 volumes they wrote, something. The secret behind the secret. How to use the book Secret. All that is rubbish. The first volume, The Secret, Rhonda Byrne. He swam with sharks with an ice cream. Don't go with the title of the book. Title of the book has got nothing to do with the book. Right? By Dhaval Bhatia. Read both these books within a week and give me your feedback. Now, Bhaumik from Nerul is asking, should we go to Dhaval Bhatia's house? तुम रहते हो Nerul में, Kandivali जाओगे, हद दोगे यार? Bhaumik is asking, should we go to? Now, work done by centripetal force will always be 0. Work done by centripetal force will always be 0. That implies change in kinetic energy is 0. That implies speed is constant. You are right. When a centripetal force is acting, only velocity changes. Direction, speed remains constant. If you want the speed to change, there must be tangential force. Make a proper note of it. If a body is moving with uniform speed, uniform circular motion, there is no work done. If a body is moving with uniform circular motion, speed is constant, change in kinetic energy is constant, so work done is 0. For something to go in uniform circular motion, you don't need to do work. Work done will be 0. For something to change the direction of the velocity, you need an external force called centripetal force. Direction of velocity change करने के लिए you need centripetal force, not work. Force and work are 2 different things. Force and work, you may have lot of motivation to work, but you didn't work. There will be no change in kinetic energy. You may have lot of motivational force in you. आज पूरा holiday रिस्निक पढ़ दूंगा, आज पूरा homework कर लूंगा, बैठ के games खेला है. there will be no progress. Force and work are two different things. I need an external force to accelerate the body, change in velocity. But centripetal force will not change the kinetic energy, it will change only the velocity. Now put it the other way around. Now having a look at this example, simple pendulum, I dropped it from here. It comes here. Here you drop. When you drop, the velocity is 0. Because of mg sin theta, it will accelerate. This has got tangential acceleration due to mg. I will have mg this way. I will have mg sin theta. So I have got tangential acceleration. So speed will increase. I have got tangential force. So speed will increase. But work done by tension is 0. Work done by tension is 0. Why? Tension is along the centripetal direction, right? This angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Tension does not do work in the case of a simple pendulum. Who is doing work? Gravity. So what will be the velocity here when it comes from here till here? Work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is 0. Non-conservative don't exist. Air friction I didn't take. External tension, work done is 0. That's what you're telling me. That means delta TME is 0. That means TME initial is equal to TME final. That means loss in potential energy is gain in kinetic energy. Have a look at this. What will this height be? Hereafter, you will have to remember this is L and this is L cos theta. What will this be? L minus L cos theta. Right? What will this height be? L minus L cos theta. What is the kinetic energy here? 0. What is the potential energy here? mgl into 1 minus cos theta. What will be the kinetic energy here? Half mv square. What will be the potential energy here? 0. I equated kinetic energy initial, potential energy initial to kinetic energy final, potential energy final. Right? This will be theta. So this is L cos theta. The total distance is L. This is L cos theta. What will this height be? L into 1 minus cos theta. Cancel this out. Velocity is under root 2gl into 1 minus cos theta. And once I know the velocity, can I tell you the tension here? Yes, P minus mg will provide the required centripetal force. This velocity you substitute here, you will get the tension. I am using work energy theorem in circular motion. This is the reason why we introduced work energy theorem. Work done by tension is 0. Non-conservative forces don't exist. There is only gravity which is doing work. So gravity does work and these both is 0, means delta TME is 0. That means total mechanical energy initial will be equal to total mechanical energy final. Right? Total mechanical energy final. Total mechanical energy initial. Kinetic energy here is 0. Potential energy here is mg this height. Kinetic energy here is half mv square. Potential energy here is 0. You are taking this as the reference line. So will I get velocity? Once I know velocity at the lower bottom, tension minus mg will be mv square by L. Will I get the value of tension? Is the logic clear? When we started circular motion, we took the example of a simple pendulum, but we didn't complete it then. Now we are able to complete it because we are able to use total mechanical energy. This is the reason why we introduced work energy theorem. so that whole of circular motion can be completed. Take it down till here. I took the tension at the lowermost point, so it will be T minus mg. I took the tension. This height is L minus L cos theta. Total length of the string is L. Distance from the top till here is L cos theta. So what will this height be? L minus L cos theta. This total length is L. This is L. So this length will be L cos theta. This length is L cos theta. L minus L cos theta is this particular height. अरे भाई साहब पार्थ 3 बार बोल चुका हूं, सुनो तो सही पहले. I have taken this here. Why will I take mg cos theta? At this stage, t minus mg is mv square by r. I have written the equation for the lowermost point. 3 बार बोल चुका हूं, सुनो तो सही. Potential energy is a reference line. I can take that anywhere. From here, I take it as mgh. From here, I take it as mgh. I took this to be 0. So at this point, it will be mgh. I took the lowermost point to be the reference line. This height will be mgh. We should take full length of the string. Why? From here, when you dropped it here, this is the initial condition. So L is the total length. What for will you take full length of the string? Next class, we will be continuing with circular motion, and you have got homework for today. Homework, HCV. Homework. HCV exercise 1 to 14. Exercise 1 to 14. HCV exercise 1 to 14. Yeah. All the best. You will have two tracks hereafter. You will feel little bit of a pressure in the start, but nothing to worry. That's the way it goes. As the time passes by, you will feel the heat. right? These books are not related to physics, they are related to life. And physics teaches you life. See you people in the next class.